Finding your opponent's weakness is your key to succeeding inside of this game, and today I'm going to teach you exactly how to identify weak points inside your other opponents that you're playing, the teams that you're facing, and just understanding where we need to take space and understanding what we need to do as a reaction when we have pressure coming at us, when we have people running at us around the map, and it feels like it's impossible to win. Fear not, guys. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know today as a top 30 NA player, as a ECL level opper in this game. I want to help you out. I want to teach you, make you better. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Guys, one of the most vital things to understand is when we are facing opponents, most of the time we don't want to face their aggression head on, right? There's a time and place for everything, but in this game, you are always going to find value, and it's really going to be a benefit specifically on your CT side when we can pick off the weak parts of their setups, of their execs, of their defaults, and make sure that, we can actually get those kills, those easy frags, and take space off of that. Today, I'm going to teach you exactly what you need to do with that so that we can get more of the 5v4 situations and not just get completely ran over. Before we get into that, I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, COJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Let's use Inferno as an example here. I'm sorry this channel has been full of Inferno recently, but if you like this map or you struggle with it, there's lots of good stuff to learn on Inferno, so I would 1000% recommend watching my past videos covering stuff. We just use Inferno as an example, but a very common thing you're going to face on this map is a team that is going to throw moto smoke and holes pop like this. And I know this because I do this, and all the teams are scrimming, do a halls pop similar to this, where they have like 3 guys flooding out halls and 1 or 2 guys throwing nades mid. And the biggest mistake players make is they might be in a lane setup, and what do? They see this guy throwing the smoke and flashes, and they sit here in limbo. Maybe you're a lane player, maybe you're not in a setup, but we're just sitting here in limbo, and we're torn between like, do we fight mid or halls? Okay, I'm gonna sit right here and just like hold for the halls guy. Okay, boom, they're out. What do I do? Guys, as soon as they get out of this threshold, like they're jumping out and doing this stuff, we are screwed if we sit here. So one thing that high level players will do is when they identify that this split is coming in, because it is a split, there's one guy throwing nades here that's going to come late, and there's multiple players running out halls. This isn't just a 5-man strat that you're going to see in lower level games, right? What do? They identify, hey, our best chance, and this is just protocols. They say, hey guys, if they halls pop, we need to fight mid, right? That's a huge protocol that most professional teams utilize. So if we start to see those nades coming in, dude, it's like a flip is switched. Yeah, and a switch is flipped. I said that backwards. We flipped it, but we literally like run this guy down mid, right? And usually it's a free kill because this guy's purpose in the strat is not to get kills. It's just to smoke moto and then flash his team out, so you can really catch him off here when he's throwing flashes. So the arch player might run in here. If we're in the lane setup, like I said, everyone runs here and just guns this guy down. And now we can play a retake where we have control of brackets and, arch side. And maybe then after we get that kill, we can clear things out here and start to pick these players off. That's where we can flash things off. We can re-molly pit and just play counterstrike at that point. What the biggest mistake though, like I said, is players just get split. So maybe you have a player in pit too that's just holding this. It's in the mid round. You have a player that's kind of just holding lane. Guys, in this setup, we're not fighting mid, right? We have to face the strength of our opponent, and that's totally understandable. And at this point, this is where just crossfires come in. We've talked about crossfires before, but that's a situation where instead of fighting mid like that, identify where your teammates are and then just back up and play with them. Oh shoot, I start to hear them running out halls. Sit here and try to pick them off as they're running off this little balcony. Sit here and crossfire for their teammates. If you can get it off in time, maybe drop a lurk smoke. If you have space, which you probably won't, throw a flash above your teammate. Do these things, right? But you can do this all across the board. Another strat on Inferno specifically is, guys, they're gonna wrap arch side sometimes. They're gonna smoke in arch, smoke library, and get this space. this is where you need to listen. You need to like use your audio and understand how many people do I hear rapping. Guys, if you hear 4 people rapping, one of the best things that you could do actually as a CT is smoke moto yourself, give that info your team to rotate and tell them be careful of CT, and you guys fight for the space that is going to be weak. You know, there might be one guy here or maybe a guy in the halls, but find that guy, search for him so that you have rooted out the one player that's holding the most space, right? Say there is a guy in halls. Well, you know, if you don't root him out, he gets to just sit here and wait for his teammates to run through, and then just he has the easiest job in the world. While you're shooting his 4 teammates running through, he's picking you off and being a pain. If we root out this one guy, right, we're running through boiler, we're running through mid, we're clearing halls out. Now we know, okay, boom, we get the kill, we have this space now. He can't contain all of this space, right? Like he can't possibly contain it as one player. He can't cut this map off anymore because we took it. Versus like, you know, a lot of players, again, what they'll do is, oh dude, 4 wrapping arch side, 4 wrapping arch side, and they'll put themselves in the spot. And sure, this is a decent one and done spot, but as you start getting higher elo and playing against better players, people are also just like throwing a simple flash above sight or just flashing behind them as they're swinging. And this is just, again, pressure, and then you're turning away. You know, these flashes are coming in, oh shoot, you know, oh, we're trying to do this, and you might get a kill, you might win a round, but this isn't comfortable. And against better players, you're gonna lose. We want to play good against bad players, players that are level, players that are better than us. It shouldn't matter who we're playing because we're making correct decisions. But yeah, so that's like a huge thing, right? But say, you know, say it's the complete opposite. Say you're using your ears and you hear one guy rapping, but the stampede is coming up lane. Dude, molly off lane if you have to, and, you know, try to find a way to fight arch side. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not possible, right? But if there's ever chaos, like say there's a smoke down here, you know, we're cutting them off, right? Dude, if you can find a way to either fight arch, or in this situation, maybe you don't even do anything. And this is the beautiful thing about CS. Maybe you don't even fight that guy because you're not in position to do it. But because you're yelling like, dude, they're rushing B, they're doing all these things, you are screaming, like you're on a high alert for your teammates rotating in from B, that they need to kill this arch guy, right? Focus arch, kill this guy. And, you know, hopefully they can trade him. They can go 1-for-1. They can get him, use util, whatever. Maybe you could flash if you're dealing him lane. Maybe you could flash Flybright. Again, it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be hard. But boom, you know, we're killing arch. And oh, dude, the pressure is just relieved, man, right? We kill that arch guy. We're calling that the rest are up lane. Boom. It's just so easy. Then we can flash over. Obviously, it'll probably be smoked moto here or something. We can just flash over. We can dump just random mollies on site that'll land somewhere and just create chaos. Again, we're just trying to create chaos, trying to delay them. But genuinely, guys, like it's so good. One strategy you'll see players doing too is like on a lane split, sometimes there'll be like 2 people running up lane, 2 people coming out halls, and 1 mid. You know, if you're the Valk player and you get that entry, now halls is like very weak. There's 1 guy here, right? So instead of like trying to just like fight both these angles and do this, one, it's always good to just drop and play crossfire with your teammates. But if that isn't possible and you have to make a split-second decision, sometimes, guys, it's good to just like run this guy down in halls then, because then if you do get that kill, you know, and like, of course it's risky, right? We have the space, right? But is that riskier than just sitting here and waiting and trying to determine what angle, shoot, like what do I do, right? So it's just so many different examples that we can use. I think Inferno is like the peak of it, because it's very good. But guys, it's something you even see on T side and post plants, right? Say you plant the bomb here, you have a teammate that's walking through backhaul, and you know you have a teammate that is like hiding car. He's like, oh, flash me, he peeks, dies. Dude, there's 3 running up B. There's only 1 CT, right? It's a 4v3. Say we have 3 people alive, a 3v4. Well, dude, we are instantly reacting to try to kill this guy CT. You know, either running or flashing or doing something. We are smoking off banana. We're not trying to fight banana. If we have an extra smoke, we are now no longer smoking CT. We are smoking off where the pressure is the highest and cutting that part of the split off. Because again, a retake is just a split at the end of the day. And boom, you know, maybe we go 1-for-1, we trade this guy CT. Now a 2v3 in this position is so much easier than, you know, say we did pick off a guy banana, right? Oh, this guy picks him off but dies. It's a 2v3. We have 1 teammate backhaul trying to contain this guy and 1 teammate side or something. We didn't coordinate. And it's just like, dude, what are we doing now? We smoked off the 1 guy CT, right? And these 2 guys in banana still get to just run in and trade. And we're just nowhere to be seen as far as like what we're supposed to be doing. So a concept you all have to learn. It's so valuable. Hopefully this made sense to some of you. I wanted to do some more in-depth guides because I've been doing a lot of basic stuff recently. So I know the views won't be as good for this, but genuinely, if you're faced at level 10 or above, this is some of the most useful things you can do. So if you really want to help me, guys, hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to grow on YouTube. Turn your notifications on, leave a comment. Any support really just goes a long way. Like I'm trying so hard to post for you guys and be consistent while competing, and it is a grind, man. Like, trust me, it can be brutal at times. So all that love, it means so much. I literally sit in my bed, I read the comments while I'm out and about doing stuff in my day. I'm reading your comments, and it means so much to me. So you guys all have a great rest of your day. Appreciate every single one of you. Check out the videos on my channel, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Peace out. Peace out.